So we are going to discuss the histology practicals today. To start with, we will discuss the musculoskeletal system first. In this system, you need to know about the practicals concerned with the bone histology, the practicals, the slides of the cartilage tissue, and the slides of the muscle tissue. These are the three major sections or portions of the musculoskeletal system. So we will discuss these one by one. The bone first. In bone, we will discuss the slides which are available in the histology lab. We will discuss these slides, how you are going to identify these slides under the light microscope, especially at 10 magnification. What are the basic identification points in each slide which you should know, and on the basis of those identification points, you should be able to identify the slide. So we will do the bone histology first. In bone, we'll show you two slides of the bone histology. One would be of the compact bone, and the other slide would be of the spongy bone or the cancellous bone. You need to identify both these slides under the light microscope using the normal H&E staining, and you need to identify these slides at low magnification, that is the 10 magnification. So the compact bone first. We will do the slide of the compact bone. We will guide you about the basic identification points, how this slide looks, and how you are going to identify this slide. So the compact bone. This is how the slide of the compact bone it looks under the light microscope. You need to identify the three basic points for the identification to label this slide as the compact bone. You can see this is a specimen taken from the humerus bone. The outer covering, humerus is a long bone, and the outer covering, you all know that it's the shaft. We are talking about the shaft, and the shaft, the main part of the shaft is made up of the compact bone, the bone which is lining actually the marrow cavity. We are showing this slide. You will see this slide under the at low magnification, that is at 10 power. And the basic identification point, first one, you need to identify the Haversian canals. You all know about the Haversian canals. What are the Haversian canals in the compact bone? So first you need to identify the Haversian canals. The points labeled, the black points which are labeled as 1, these are the Haversian canals. The second point which you need to identify, these are the Workman's canals. You all know the Workman's canals are the canals or the tubular channels which are going to connect these Haversian canals with each other. So when you study a slide of the compact bone under the light microscope at 10 magnification, at low magnification, this is how the Workman's canals, the number 2, the label 2 is, this is how the Workman's canals are going to appear at under the light microscope. The third important point, the third identification point, you should be able to see the lamellae, which are, you all know the lamellae, which are, these are going to encircle the Haversian canals. So these are appearing as these black minute dots in the picture you can see. So you need to identify these 3 points. Once you see these 3 points, the Haversian canals, the Workman's canals, and the lamellae, then you are going to label the slide as the compact bone. So this is the picture of the compact bone which you need to draw in your practical notebooks. This is a picture, this is a slide or the diagram taken from your Deforé Atlas of Histology. You need to draw this picture of the compact bone. This is a transverse section of the compact bone taken at the low magnification. You can see all the 3 basic identification points. These are the Haversian canals, these are the Workman's canals, and the lamellae. You need to draw all these 3 basic identification points very clearly from this picture in your practical notebooks for the compact bone. for the next slide. Next slide would be that of the cancellous bone. We have the two slides regarding the bone histology available in our histology lab practicals. This slide, the next slide would be of the spongy bone, or which you called as the cancellous bone. You all know about the features of the cancellous bone. You have read or you have studied all these features in your histology lectures. This slide, the slide of the spongy bone, again you need to identify this, you need to study this slide at low magnification under the light microscope. You need to identify the cancellous bone by identifying some basic points in the slide of the cancellous bone. This is how the slide of the cancellous bone or the spongy bone it looks under the light microscope using the low magnification, that is the at 10 magnification. You can see this is a slide, or this is a tissue taken from the sternum, the spongy bone taken from the sternum. You all know the basic features of the cancellous bone or the spongy bone. So you need to identify the three basic points to label this slide as the slide of the cancellous bone. The first thing is you need to see the trabeculae. You all know about the trabeculae. The point labeled, the area labeled as 1, which appears as the cavities or the white cavities, these are the trabeculae actually. The cavities within the bone are called the trabeculae. Then you can see the red marrow as well. And the spongy bone, in between the trabeculae, you can see the point labeled as 2. It shows the red marrow. The third point, if you are able to see it, the third point is about the periosteum. You all know periosteum is the layer which is going to cover the outer surfaces of the bone and which is going to line the internal surfaces of the, that is called the endosteum. So you should be able to see the outer covering. In this picture you can see the periosteum, and you all know about the layers of the periosteum. The outer one is called the fibrous, while the inner one, it shows small cells, which is called the inner cellular layer. So these are the three basic identification points. If you see these points clearly in a picture, in a slide under the light microscope, the first thing about the trabeculae, the second one is the, you can see the red marrow, and the third one, if you can see a layer of the periosteum, you label this slide as the slide of the cancellous bone or the spongy bone. This is the picture which you need to draw in your histology practical notebooks. Again, this is the picture taken from your DeFore Atlas of Histology. You need to draw the cancellous bone with the trabeculae, which are the cavities. You need to draw these red marrow cavities as well. And this is a transverse section showing the cancellous bone, which is stained with a normal H&E stain. And at low magnification, you need to draw this picture in which you should be able to draw all the three basic points. The first thing is the trabeculae, the most important one, the cavities. The second thing is the marrow cavities, which should be having blood vessels. So you need to draw this picture very clearly in your histology practical notebooks for the spongy bone or the cancellous bone.